You were born to thrive. You were born to feel alive. Every single second of your life, your life, your life, your life. Hello, welcome everyone. I am so thrilled to welcome you to this new episode of Tips and Tricks for Expat Women. The hot topic today, free yourself from fear. Free yourself from fear. So this is the first time I record this video, especially for you in our private group, Facebook group, Born to Thrive. This is a free training for you, and based on this free training, I will announce a challenge the next Monday. So please be sure that you watch this video, because there are a lot of very interesting information how you can shortcut your fears and create thriving life. That's very important. And the next Monday, I will launch the challenge so you can put it into practice immediately and start to create thriving life. This is the name of our group, Born to Thrive. But it doesn't happen only if you have beautiful ideas about what it could be or what it should be. We need to understand, and then we need to practice. This is why I created this group, to support all of you to create this thriving life that you deserve. Okay? Maybe you don't know me yet. I am Eva Sanders. I am an inspirational singer and songwriter, creating songs that elevate people, bring relief, bring joy, peace, love, and inspiration. And I am also an empowerment coach, helping women to thrive on every level. We are mostly focused on professional, but honestly, if you don't thrive professionally, all other areas of your life will be impacted. So when we start to work on one, other areas will align, and globally you will live a life that is much more satisfying for you. I say I'm an employment coach for expat women. But for me, expat is not only moving abroad, sitting down in a new country. Some women can feel expat in their own country, in their own region, in their own town, in their own family. This was my case. Actually, I was born in a family of two engineers, very pragmatical, very logical people. And I am much more intuitive and artistic. And my potential and my creative soul was not recognized. So I felt so much out of place, even in my family. So for me, expats are all the women who don't feel like at their place, who feel they have more potential, and this potential is not expressed, is not recognized. So if you feel like you're surviving, you are not very happy in your life, the chances are that you live out of alignment, out of your place. And my role is to help you to get back there so you feel happy, fulfilled, and thriving. Okay, so what is the biggest obstacle between you and this thriving life? Maybe the answer comes already intuitively to you, and you are right. It's yourself, no one else. It's not your condition, not your origins, none of these, not your education, not your lack of good luck or bad luck. Yourself. You are the biggest obstacle between you and your thriving life. And particularly one part of yourself, this fearful part. Let us have an example. Let us say that you are in a job, you have been there for years, and it's kind of comfortable because you know your job, you know how to do it, you're appreciated by your colleagues, and it's comfortable. You know where you go every morning. You know where you go every morning. You know that you will get your paycheck at the end of the month, but you feel bored. You don't feel fulfilled. And so you kind of feel that you should move on. You should maybe quit your job. You should look for something more exciting. But as soon as you start to think about it, what happens? You feel stuck. You feel stuck. And why do you feel stuck? Because you're scared. Because quitting your job means quitting your security, your comfortable life. And what's behind? Unknown. And we are so scared of unknown, of insecurity. And there will be this lizard brain doing whatever it can do to stop you, not to move, to remain in your security and comfort. Another example. You have moved recently to another country, so you are new there. And the first moment you are excited about what's new and wonderful, but there is very fast, this feeling of excitement is shifts into overwhelm, exhaustion. There are so many new things that you need to learn. And you finish by remaining at home. It's like I'm too tired, I'm exhausted, I need to remain at home. But by remaining at home, you don't open yourself, you remain alone, and you start to lack connections. You start to lack your family, your friends, they are not there. And you don't know anyone. And you are starting to create this life of desperation, of isolation. And so maybe even you heard this, my message, or maybe your friends told you, well, you need to get out to create connections, to create a new social circle. And you'd like to try it, but today you're a bit down. You don't feel it. So you stay at home. You even know what to do, but it's too hard. It's too scary. So there is this part of you that's like keeping you in a safe place. And this is this old ancient part of brain, lizard brain, which tries to protect us from danger. And actually, there is nothing wrong with protecting us from danger, like trying to protect us from dying. For example, if you are at the edge of the cliff and there is this big hole of hundreds of meters, then you will start to feel like dizzy and nauseous, and you will not go forward anymore. Yes, it's dangerous and you could kill yourself. But honestly, is it dangerous to get out from your home with this intention to meet new people? The thing is that this ancient part of our brain reacts in the same way to any potential danger, any. And that's how this part of brain is keeping you in safe place, but safe place that is not comfortable, and the safe place at the cost of your growth and your thriving life. You see? The good news is, first of all, can you relate to this pattern? And can you detect this pattern in your life right now? Have a look. Are you, as we say as coaches, playing it safe, playing it small, because it's too scary to get out, to quit your job, to get out and meet new people, or whatever else? Be honest with yourself. Is there an area in your life where you play small? I will share with you one of mine's areas. We decided with my husband that we would like to change place, to move to another place which is more aligned with who we are today. But like moving, even just changing we probably will not change the country, even though maybe, who knows, but just changing the region, looking for a new home, creating new social circle, new school for our son, it feels like a lot and overwhelming. We were procrastinating a few months, but we set up the deadline, which is very important if you want to accomplish a goal. So we set up deadline. Deadline is very clear. Our son finishes his school year right now. And in September, we promised ourselves that we will be in a new place and our son can integrate a new school. So I will be very honest. There were weeks where we were like, oh, we don't like, yeah, like we don't feel it. Let us talk about this later. Let us see new possible places later. And we were procrastinating. And now the deadline is like approaching. So we have to move and to overcome our own inner saboteurs and these parts that are scared of change, and to set up a plan and do after this change. So I'm very honest. It happens to me. It happens to everyone. If you notice there is a pattern of like procrastinating, of not doing something you know that you'd like to do, but it's too scary, be honest and comment below this video. I would like to know. There is nothing to judge. It's just observe, because if you want to change the pattern, the first thing, you need to get conscious. So by uncovering your pattern and sharing it with us, I congratulate you. I clap my hands for you. And no, this is the first step in changing it. So if you want, drop your little comment. I shared with you mine. Moving to another region is a bit challenging and you're procrastinating, and now we are luckily already on our way, but it took a few weeks and months, you know. So if you want, share with me yours. Okay, the good news is that there is another part of our brain which is like much more recent, neocortex. And this part of your brain can, like with the will, change these old patterns. This part of your brain can choose. There is a choice. And when you know that you can choose, you can shift, then you are in your power. You connect with your true power and your true consciousness. So how do you go about this? And be very, very, very attentive, because this is really important, and try it. First of all, face your fear. Interesting. I even wrote a song, Face Your Fear. Face your fears. You will never be free until you face them truly. These are lyrics of my song, and this is so true. Face your fears. So how do you go about this? Okay, let us say that you're at home, like telling yourself, yeah, I should go out, and there is this meeting, networking meeting with women. Well, yeah, but I don't really feel very well. Okay, try to see what happens inside. Try to see your inner dialogue, and especially try to locate in your body this unpleasant feeling, which probably is fear, or some cousin, something close to fear, anxiousness or apprehension or whatever. So go into your body. If you want, you can close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel, where do I locate this fear in my body? Is it in my stomach, in my belly, in my throat, in my head? It can be wherever in your body. And first of all, get in touch with this unpleasant feeling. Each of our emotions is located somewhere in our body. We can feel it physically in our body. So locate the fear in your body. This is the first step. And don't beat up yourself for feeling fear. Congratulate yourself, because you are getting conscious. You are taking back your power by doing this exercise right now, okay? When you locate the fear, become an explorer, an observer. It's like, Okay, is this as if you were watching from outside this part of your body where you feel this fear? And try really to be very concrete. What is it? Is it like itching? Is it like tension? Is it like a pain? Be very, very concrete. Be very specific. How does it feel really? Become really like interested in this part of your body and what's going in there. And then when you've located and named very specifically your fear, this sensation in your body, imagine that you breathe and you direct your breath to this part of your body. This is like you don't breathe only with your lungs, but you breathe. Let us say you feel your feet deep in your belly. Imagine you bring your breathing in this part of your body, showering this feeling, this tightness or this pain or whatever with your breath, breathing deeply through this fear. Yeah. And you do it several times. You take several deep breaths, bringing your breathing into this part of body that is contracted or softened with the fear. Okay. Beautiful. Third step, laugh at it. Laugh at your fear. Laugh at it. So let us say your fear is in your belly. You watch your belly and you start to laugh. You can train with myself right now. You just laugh at it. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at this and at this fear. You know, we have this huge capacity to shift our inner state by laughing at ourselves, by not making ourselves so serious. I give you an example. A few years ago, I still was in this victim mode. I was a very perfect example of victim role. Well, you know, because I came from Eastern Europe, and it's hard for women in Western world when you come from Eastern Europe. I was poor because the economic situation is so much harder, so much lower in Eastern Europe than here in Western Europe. I didn't go. I was rejected so many times. I couldn't find job. I couldn't earn money. My diploma weren't recognized, and I was so trained to play this "oh poor me," victim me role, and it was so strong that it went like it was on autopilot, and I created a lot of misery. I created depression. I created a lot of anxiousness for years. It took literally years until the moment that I probably ran into a book or a training or whatever, I don't remember exactly, where they were describing this victim role. And actually, it matched so much to who I was at that time. Who I know, this is not who I was, this is who I was playing at the time. And so at the beginning, when I started to have this glimpse of consciousness that I was playing the victim role, I was there like, oh, poor me, suffering a lot, being miserable completely. And then I had this glimpse of consciousness. Oh, Eva, you're playing the victim again. And it was a struggle at the beginning, like, oh no, I don't want to play the victim anymore, but it's stronger than me, but I don't want to play the victim. And I remembered, okay, Eva, you need to laugh at it. And I tried to laugh. And actually it was pretty hard because I was so like trying to make it. And it was not natural at all. So at the beginning, it was really hard. But every attempt of changing it was stronger and stronger. And I finished by being able to laugh at this role of victim. And this was the way how I could liberate myself. And actually with the fear, that's the same. So first, when you caught yourself with this fear inside, you locate it in your body, you try to breathe through it. And then you start to laugh at it. And you can literally laugh at this part of your body. I laugh at you. And it can be a bit hard and awkward at the beginning, but try it. Try it. Make fun of yourself. Don't be serious. And you will see, you will like detach from this fear. And that is the last step that you need to undertake. What is it? It's shift fear into excitement. If you practice like risk sports, like parapent or whatever, maybe, or I did some journalism. I was a young journalist when I was 18, and I wanted to interview people who brought bungee jumping into our city. And then they were young, and I was a bit younger, so they were laughing at me, ha ha ha, young journalists. And they told me, well, okay, we will give you the interview, but under one condition: you just jump from above, from you will experience bungee jumping on yourself. And as I was pretty adventurous, I said, why not? So they brought me up onto this platform, and I was probably 12 meters above the floor, which was not that high, but it was pretty high. And when I was up there watching down, I was like, oh my God. And I could feel my stomach like, nausea. And at the same time, so there was this fear, but at the same time, there was this excitement of jumping into the empty space. And that's exactly this. Actually, the fear and excitement in the brain, they are like nearly the same. They're very close friends. You can shift from one to another. So the last step is like with this, the risk sports, shift the fear into excitement. When we are scared, how do we go about this? When we are scared, there are all these little voices in our head. What if? And very dramatic negative script. What if they laughed at me? What if I crashed and died? What if I failed? What if whatever? What if it didn't work? What if we decided to move to a new place and if we didn't find a home and if we became homeless? These are all these fears that hold us back. So this is the negative script, what if, that is dictated by your fear. Shift it into the script that is dictated by excitement. What if? What if I went to this networking meeting and I met inspiring women who become my friends, and finally I'm not alone in a new country? What if I quit this job and I created my business? I always wanted to be a business owner. And what if it worked actually? What if I could live more freedom? What if I could live more meaning? What if I could take more time with my family and with my kids? So shift this negative what if script, which is dictated by fear, into the positive what if, which means what you put behind what you want to experience. And you can tell it out loud, breathing deeply, feeling this excitement in your body. Remember in your life a moment where you really felt like excited. I remember when I passed the exam to drama school, which was like my dream to be an actress at that time, at least to explore acting. And I was admitted, and it was like an accident. It was a miracle because it was very, very hard to get there, and it worked. And when I was admitted, it was like, oh, completely new world opened to me at that time. And I was excited to integrate the drama academy and to start to study there and to do all this improvisation and to play characters and to open myself to this new world. And it was so exciting. So try to find in your life one moment where something, a new opportunity opened in front of you, and you knew already that you were there, you could experience it. How did you feel? Remember in all the details this experience and feel it in your body. Feel this excitement. Each time when you feel like you would like to try something and you are held back by this fear, now you have 4 steps to shift this attitude, this mindset of fear into the mindset of excitement and go after it. First of all, feel it in your body. Locate your fear. Second thing, breathe through it. 3, laugh at it. 4, shift fear into excitement. Okay. As I said, next Monday, I will announce a challenge that is based on this training. So be sure to be there on Monday to start to shift your life, to start to create amazing, tremendous, thriving, fulfilling life. This is what I want for you. This is what you deserve. Okay. I wanted to announce also that I will be in Geneva at the beginning of July, the second week of July. So very soon I'll announce an offline meeting. Now, after the COVID, we say offline meeting or in-person meeting. I am so excited to meet you in person. So stay tuned. If you live in Geneva or around, be sure to come. I'm looking forward. You know, me too, I need, after 2 years of COVID and working so much online, I need humans that are with me in one place, and we can watch into the eyes, we can be together, we can share together. So I'm looking forward to organizing this meeting, offline meeting in Geneva very soon. And come. Even though you will have this, oh, maybe, oh, I don't know, I don't feel it. Just come, create connections, be supported by others, and bring your beautiful personality, who you are, your energy, your experience, and bring and share them with us. Okay. So this Facebook group, Born to Thrive, is pretty new. If you know someone, a woman, who is not completely fulfilled, not thriving, doing a job she doesn't like, being out of job, recently moved abroad, invite her so she's not alone, she doesn't remain alone. Let us be together. So if you have any girlfriend or someone you know, this group is conceived for women over 30. Well, if you are 29, 38, I don't care. It's okay too. But if you know any women who could be supported by this group, bring them in. Bring them in. Okay. We are nearly done. Last thing, if you feel like really isolated and alone, it's too much for you right now, get in touch with me. I offer a 45 minutes free clarity session for women who are committed to change their lives, who are committed to create this thriving life. You have the power within you. There's no problem. There's nothing about anyone. Everyone is able to create this thriving life. As I said at the beginning, we are our biggest enemies. We are our biggest obstacles. So if you feel it's overwhelming right now, you cannot make it on your own, get in touch with me and ask for 45 minutes free clarity session. I'll ask you a few questions to see if you are really committed, and if you are, let us connect. I'll listen to you. I'll ask you a bunch of questions. I'll give you feedback. I'll give you very concrete, clear steps that you can undertake in order to move faster forward. You know, it took me, honestly, not only weeks, months, it took me years, honestly years, to overcome this role of victim, of not thinking I'm not enough, of being held back by fear. And honestly, there were a lot of opportunities I didn't take because of, it's too scary, I cannot do it, I don't feel it today. Please, I just don't want you to waste so much time. I know it was not wasted time for me, because it gave me all these tools and experience that I can use today to help you. But it was too long, it was too painful, and it was not pleasant. And you don't need to do, it doesn't need to be so long. So if you need help, please get in touch. I'll be very happy to connect with you. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any idea, something came to your mind while listening to this video, share it in comments. Share it in comments. Share with me the part of your life, area of your life where you are procrastinating, where you are held back by the fear, and ask for help. Or you can also like challenge yourself by saying, okay, I'm here now and I am committed to change it. You know, you were born to thrive and you deserve to create this thriving life, and the power is within you, but you need to take action. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will get in touch with you on Monday for our first challenge.